Well, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, once again, showtime. Fastest ever 16,000 Q to get into PoE 2. Woohoo! We definitely want to try the new update, Runes of Aldur. We have very crossbowman, who I played last time. We're playing the same build this time. No. Is it him? Yes, mercenary. Bet it's taken. No. Oh. I will turn on the sound in game in just a sec. They do not have a mute button from the queue, which is incredibly fucking stupid. Because I was in queue for like an hour and a half. And sound. I do not want to see chat at all. No. Global, no. Whispers are on. That's fine. Here we are.
I can't believe that actually worked.
It did actually work, mate. We'll see if I can remember how to play with keys.
Glad to see another living soul.
WASD movement.
I would appreciate it.
A makeshift crossbow.
Fine. Wow, that was unexpected. Now I have to find this Miller bloke.
I hate flashing UI elements. Hate them. And it's especially bad like there, where I opened it and then closed it and it has to reload in some stuff. Your UI elements, if it's flashing, it needs to either be fast or allow for an X to close function. Back to the grave. Basic bolt, crossbow shot. We want basic bolt on R so that we can reload. I have a leather vest. Because I've been playing so much Marvel Heroes lately. Whoop. Not using click to move is a little of a trial. That is going to be a bit of an issue, I can safely say. Pardon me, sir. Stocky mitts. See, it's going to happen so much. Where I am unwittingly going to die because I'm trying to move with push to move. That's my prediction. Is that a dead end? I think it is. Yeah, it is. Good afternoon, probably, to whomever has joined me. Could be evening. Those wacky Europeans and their future time travel. Undead wretch. Hey, maybe I shouldn't be so judgmental of the otherly lived. Fragmentation rounds. Aha. I don't think I want that on right click. Because left click is going to be shooting. Maybe we do. And then R to change. Yeah, because we're shooting one, that will be fine. Left click to use my new skill. Ah, okay. There we go. No, you actually want the regular variety. I don't even remember what that is. Q? No. Which button is that? It doesn't actually freaking say over it. Oh, press 1. There it is. 1 and 2. All right. So right now we've got... I hate those little freaking things. The fragmentation round just isn't doing enough damage in one shot right now. Ah! I've leveled! Armor and evasion, armor, or just evasion? I think armor and evasion. I believe we're here. I do have a build guide I'm using, so bear with me. I'll be swapping over to that occasionally. I am correct. It is that one. Yep. Hold on a sec. I've got to... It is going to be a bit of a management issue for me going forward. Dead end. Going to take me a while to get back to the hang. Re-getting the hang of WASD movement. I do have. Well, then we'll go ahead and we'll use one of our scrolls of wisdom Excellent. Lots of energy shield. Functionally increasing our health by 2/3. We like that. All right. The first boss. Mana is low, sure. And did I get hit? No, I did not get hit because of the required to use the mana. Oh, okay, we definitely want to get back to this. This is better in dealing with the onesies, twosies of these jerks. Got him! Rewarded the Ezomite Runescar's character skin microtransaction. Oh my gosh. Click here to expect my reward. Not seeing it anywhere, but okay, that would be if I wanted to actually, like, really care. Oh, this frickin' game. Well, deathless. I should retire now.
Well, doubt these folk will have much gold.
I'll talk to the blacksmith. Thank you, you unavoidable piece of crap. I hate the flashing UI icons down here or anywhere. And this is really, really slow loading. Wow. So the way I have to manage, I only have a 1 terabyte drive, which feels absolutely primitive. I have an external that's really slow. So what I'll do is, when I'm done playing, say, PoE or PoE2 for a league, I'll copy all the files over to the SSD, and then when I come back, I copy them back over to the C drive. I need that to manage the space, but also download caps. So I downloaded it last night, or I copied it across last night, patched last night, and the patch today was screwed up. But I patched in, but it needs to redo textures and whatnot, and that's just not going to be fun. I have an uncut skill gem. I will accept that quest.
Anything take your fancy?
I will ship. How do I sell? Buy or sell? Control left click to sell. And I will not be using that. As I will now attempt to relearn the game. Might take a while. Uncut skill gem. Give me just a sec. I need to check. Ice Bite. That's the support gems, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Frag rounds. Permafrost bolts is what we really want here. If we can get it. We can! That's going to be our meat and potatoes. Hit them with permaboss until they freeze, and then kaboom them with frag rounds. See, I can't. The pop-up user interface. It's a me thing, definitely. But pop-up user interface elements, they just drive me crazy. I hate them so much. I don't want the notifications of every little thing.
Goodbye.
A face like that almost makes me want to help for free.
Almost. See, again, we have got the... I don't want those clues. I want them to go away, and I don't believe there's a way to make them go away. But the only way to make them go away is to click on them, which brings up this. I close it, and it can often take extra time to load in. I hate the flashing elements. They are a constant distraction. I need to have them removed. Sprint tutorial. And it's loading stuff in. Wow. Part of it may be that I'm running it on DX12, which also means I cannot stream you the game window. I have to stream you the screen instead, because PoE2 literally won't run if you're in DX12. You can't stream it. Can't stream the game window. You can only do that with either DX11 or Vulkan. Lone Star Wolf. Good afternoon. What did I just do? Don't know.
Freeze! We cannibal!
Don't taunt the wolves. Captain? Well, I am a mercenary. I suppose that's appropriate. Exactly. Don't be mean to the wolves. They're just doing the things that come natural to them, which involves, in this particular case, perhaps eating me. Not a fan. Do not want to be eaten, generally speaking. Wolves just, well, they want smooches, but to be fair, they're somewhat toothy. Smooches.
Thanks for the help. Name's Farah. Some call me Seeker.
I don't know if this is new stuff. I think this is new stuff.
I'm far from home, but
Could bloody well say that again. So,
runes, inscriptions, etched into remnants from ancient times. For whatever reason, they burn brighter in this bedlam. Now, perhaps
need me to play bodyguard while you go digging rats?
that's about right. Well, speaking of, let's investigate that remnant.
Sorry. Didn't mean to shoot your remnant. This is new stuff, I
Formidable
think.
Inscription, but we can add to it. Combinations of inscriptions react to the will of the inscriber.
I believe it is a free-to-play weekend if you want to try out PoE 2, by the way. Sprint to... We don't need that. There, good. It's gone now. I tell you, having played so much Marvel Heroes in the 2+ months since it launched, going back to WASD movement in an ARPG is going to take some time and probably some significant deaths. Press the button. That button? Yes. Yeah. The headache is gone. Now I will be the inflictor of headaches instead of the possessor of one. But thank you for asking. Augments a magic item with a new random modifier. Upgrades a normal item to a magic item. Choose a combination to inscribe. Well, we need transmutes because we have a crappity bow, crossbow. So let's see if we can't fix that. Inscribe, press the button. Press the combine runes. Do we now get badness? We get bad guys? We do. It's an ambush. It's everybody and they're holy crap holy. Swap, boom. Okay, no problem. Had it the whole way. Having nurses send over, I have a similar approach. When they first came out with ads for things like Cialis, they talked about if an erection lasts longer than 4 hours, seek medical attention. And my immediate first thought was, yeah, hot nurses. I'm a child. What can I say? All right, well, we got the transmute. We're going to go ahead and just freaking use that thing immediately. We have a transmute upgraded normal to a magic. Come on, give me some good stuff. That's just a makeshift crap crossbow. Give me some good stuff. That's really not worthwhile at all.
That was impressive.
Could have given me damage or attack speed. A lot of things it could have given me instead. Plus 5 dex. Wow. Which is like a tiny little...
would say rune shapes were simply brought to us.
Well, you know what they say? Don't believe it. So, where do I fit into all this?
Help me in my research, and I'll do what I can to seek out more remnants like this one. Good on you.
Alright, that's new content. Search the region for more runestones. Yeah. Runestone tome unlocked, open with B. Ah. So we've found a couple of runestone things. So we can try and get a currency of specific utility to us. So, dex. That 5 dex gives me 8 accuracy and 1 dexterity support gem capacity. Yay! Fat buddy! Good afternoon. Almost said good evening, but it's not evening, it's afternoon. Although, technically, evening is afternoon. I've kind of puzzled myself here. Weak animal? No, they're wolves. They're awesome animals. So, I played this build, or a very similar build. There's not much build here yet. At the last PoE 2 league, and it was very good. What it wants to do is freeze things with permafrost bolts, and once they're frozen, you hit them with other things like fragmentation rounds that make them explode. I mean, who doesn't like that? That just sounds like a gimme week. We're going to like that. But depending on what I'm fighting, it might be faster to just use the frags right now. Okay, that's the entirety of this little map. Yeah, mornings are technically afternoons. But then basically, All time is afternoon. Okay, well, first of all, not only is it afternoon, maybe like morning is after evening and afternoon. But all time is, of course, as we know, a flat loop. Checkpoint. Hi. So right now I have three kinds of ammo I can load. Let's go ahead. This is the regular one, which is just a crossbow bolt, and my magazine holds 7 rounds. There's the frost, and then the frag rounds. This is also the class that most definitely requires, doesn't require, but realistically requires WASD movement. I believe it's here. I'm going to double check because I don't want to screw up early on the build I'm following. Indeed, it is down that line and then down that line. Right. So here and then down to here. There's just increased projectile damage for now. They did not, in fact, dodge that.
Weak animal.
Wolves are not weak animals. Stop taunting the wolves. I'll not have that. Oh, we got another crossbow. That might be an improvement. Adding 2 to 6 physical damage is a big increase. By default, we do 7 to 12, 19, that's 9.5, and this is adding an additional 4. So basically increasing our damage by 25%. Way better than the one I enchanted myself, which was kind of crap. And Geo. Trying to play Mercenary with WASD is without WASD with click to move. It's not quite a non-starter, but it is kind of close. Okay, I'm currently not showing any items. UI. Items, always show sockets. Do we currently have a filter loaded? I don't think so. Centered HUD. Map. Chat. Is it in the game functions? Feedback mouse. Shouldn't be in graphics. I mean, it should be in UI. Gameplay, HUD, items. Don't know why it's not showing them by default. That's really not gonna work for me. I need to be able to see those items for longer than just a fraction of a second. Which means I've got to find that where it is getting cut out. Advanced settings. It shouldn't be in graphics under any circumstances, but who knows? Game feedback. Screen shake disabled. Fuck off. Screen shake gives me headaches. There are games I can't play that I wanted to play because of screen shake. Item filter, none. Hide filtered ground items. Well, I have none, so it shouldn't be showing, shouldn't be.
This'll stop him.
Did stop them. Oh, didn't quite stop all of them. Checkpoint. Okay, here we go. A real fight. Oh, that's not good. That's really not good. God damn it. Inventory full. God. Grant 10% to cold resistance. Hey, inventory no longer full. People drive so fast, they still run you over for driving 55. That's true. Well, 55 is the theoretical limit. Almost nobody drives 55. Certainly, here's an old guy reference, Sammy Hagar does not. That's a really old reference. Medium mana flask. Well, sure, I guess. Not overly enthused about it, but increase recovery rate. Too high. It's too high a level. Of course it is. We can't use that, so we don't want. Oh, the belt we can use. Increase life recovery from flasks. That is useful. We will use that. Most speed limits in Texas is 70. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, it's 65 in California, 65 or more in most of America. But very seldom on a freeway, at least where I am, are you ever going to see anyone doing 65. I personally try to keep myself under 70. I don't want to stand out and get,
Yes.
busted. Can we disenchant any of these? We can. Why does it not go over there? Oh, that's what does it. All right. That and that. And that. And then we sell the rest.
I've collected these over time.
Yes.
And treasure it.
I'm sure you have collected it over time. 55 or 60 most of the time just to save gas, and that makes sense.
If you can.
You know, as long as you're, you know, not doing 55 in the fast lane. All right, why is everything not showing? All right, who do I need to talk to? Nobody. I don't need to talk to nobody. That's bad English. Which was a band, by the way. So let's see, I've been at it for 36 minutes. I'm in like the second map. I know Zizaran was saying he got his Act 1 time down to an hour. But I'm extra slow because, as I said, this is my first time back at the PoE 2 and getting reused to WASD again. We will go back there to that, but because of one of the primary game stupidities, it is worth our time to find the passage to the next map, go through to the next map, unlock the waypoint on that map, because a map only lives for, I think it's like 8 to 13 minutes, and if I don't open up the other map, I would have to find it again on this map. Your area right now, you're lucky to have any speed road construction everywhere. Major highway I-65 will be closed for a minimum of 2 months, starting in 3 days. Wow. Stretch to Louisville is closed. Yeah, that kind of nightmare. Okay, there is no waypoint here. Yeah, that's the kind of thing where all you can do is pray that it actually makes things better. That the pain is worth it in the end. There was a freeway stretch near me that I often had to go through, which took them like 2 years or something, but expanding it, it was a place where it narrowed down to 2 lanes on each side and then back out to 3 lanes. So they just widened it, you know, about 2 or 3 miles of highway, but it made a huge difference. It turned it from a nightmare into it kind of sucks. Never a good time to close major roads. Sometimes they will work at night when they can. That was the gifting of 2 subs. Thank you very much, Miagol. Congratulations / condolences to Slywolf62 and Dalulutia. I hope I got that right. Thank you very, very much for the gifties. Enjoy your goodies. That is very kind of you. I think it is a good karma deal to go to a small streamer if you're going to send out the 2 gift subs. Thank you very much. I appreciate that a lot. I believe that's for the really cool looking pet. the 2 gifties. But thank you very much. You are too kind. And it is a good-looking pet. I'll give him that. But then PoE's cosmetics are always pretty on point. Also, I want to call them out. GGG. The queue times were almost 0. I was queued out at like 16,000 and it took less than 2 minutes. Historically, that was like 15 minutes. I was using the wrong ammo. Used the right ammo that time. All right, we're heading back down here. Where is it? Over here. And we've got a boss fight coming up. Again, thank you for the subs.
Dirty job, this. Should have asked for more.
Dirty job, this. Should ask for more. Right. Lot of ammo switching. Dead end. Wow, the hatchery, that's right. A twig focus. Still, those items are vanishing from the screen really quick, and I do not have a filter enabled, so I don't know what the problem is. A level for me. All right, we leveled. Go there first. 8% more damage. Well, level ones, they sound like they should be good, but they never really feel like they're especially good. Let's see. Momentum rune, increased movement speed. Monster movement speed cannot be slowed below base. Uncut support gem. Well, right now, we got... Here we go again. Don't know what all that was about. Bonk! But a transmute and a support gem. Yeah, they tend to do, at least in this area, they tend to do most of the work at night if it is possible. Simply because commute times tend to be, like everywhere, commutes make things a lot tougher. So the ideal here is freeze them.
Stop them in their tracks!
Gulp. We did get a support gem. Maybe we should use that. For the permafrost rounds, give me a sec. I need to double check the build guide. Ice Bite. Ice Bite 1 is the winner. What that'll do, gain 25% extra damage as cold. And freezing. Alright, well, we have upgraded our power. More power to him. This should be the boss fight, I think. The big maggot slug thing. So again, we're trying to freeze the ugly sucker. So that we can then hit him with the shattering round, the fragmentation round. Pretty good work. And again, I do not have a filter, so I don't know why objects are disappearing from the screen after a second. That should not be happening, because nothing should be getting filtered. Item filter, I have none. Yeah, I have no filter. So why it's doing that, I do not know. But it is annoying, I can assure you of that. Checkpoints on either side. I don't think we have to do anything else in this map, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think so. I think we can just go ahead and portal. Hi, Renly.
Oh, that with the smoke.
Another support gem. Yay! All right. Ooh, yellow quality. Well, obviously. First of all, swap that in. No, the first one we got is pretty good at 43, but this is going to have more affixes. 44, cold lightning, and a little bit of physical thorns. It's better in every way imaginable. In every way imaginable. I don't know, I can imagine a great deal.
Yes.
Alright, we put these away. A transmutation. Another transmute, an aug. You could try to get lucky with an aug on that. Or maybe just wait. A chance shard, that's a pretty good pull. A level 2 skill gem. Well, we want that to go into permafrost. More freezing. The faster they freeze, the faster I can swap into the fragmentation round and make them go kaboom. Sport gem. Oh, I think we want to use both of those. Let me check Pox's build guide, if you're not familiar with Pox. He, in PoE 1, is known for making great righteous fire builds every league. Is a good guy and makes straightforward, useful guides. So, next up is Elemental Armament. And then concentrated area there. We need Herald of Ice when we can get it, or Frostbomb. Close that up. And I've already forgot what it was. Elemental Armaments, I think. Sport skills deal 20% more elemental damage attack. Yeah. Okay, good. Now this... Do we have access to the heralds yet? I'm dubious. No, the heralds are spirit gems, right? So they don't show up in the regular gems. How about Frost Bomb? Yeah, there we go. Cool. Ha! I didn't mean to make a funny, but I made a funny when I said cool. It's a funny. You can tell because of the way it is. These are better. I can afford them. 0.85 is the reload time. My reload time is faster. But their base damage must be higher. Yeah, 10 to 22, 19 to 18. Not much. I think I will hold on to my money for now until I can get a better deal.
Stick to the caroms.
Quest complete. Great. Now I have to hit escape again a couple of times. One of the dumbest things that they continue to keep in the game is the well. You see, my new medium mana flask is empty, and I must manually fill it. It's a time waster. All it does is punish you if you forget. It adds nothing except punishment when you do it wrong. That's not a feature. That's not friction. That's frustration when it happens. But they keep it, despite the fact that everyone except them knows that it's useless, that the original version, you enter town, your potions autofill. This is needless, unnecessary. But it's somebody's baby at GGG, and it's not going anywhere. Armor repair in Guild Wars 2. Yeah. They got rid of it because they realized that it added nothing of value to the game. And as someone who had to death march, where my guess is between 120 and 140 deaths to beat the last Caudicus fight the first time. I wasn't a very good player. My gear was fine. The build was not great, but not terrible. I just wasn't a particularly good player. But I death marched that until I was stark raving nude. I think Kaz and Marjorie both considered, changing sides when I was fighting in the nude. It's the Grell. These aren't real wolves, Lone Star Wolf, okay? They're fake wolves. They're... Ow! What the hell? Dude, seriously. They're posers. They're wolf posers. They're not real wolves. They're pretend. They're make-believe. They're guys cosplaying is what it is. Yeah, as I have grown older, and obviously I am not as good of a gamer as I used to be, I have become far more sensitive to the difference between friction and frustration in games. And too many games, I think, the designers have forgotten the role of friction. It's not there for no reason. It's not there to make your players have less fun. It's to make sure that the game isn't just a walkover. It's to slow things down so players can appreciate the qualities of the game. That there aren't many players who want everything just handed to them. That's the role of friction, is to provide the feeling that you have, if you'll pardon the phrasing, the feeling of pride and accomplishment. It's not just to make things harder. And a lot of games forget that. And I'm certainly more prone to finding the frustration in things. Okay, here we go again. We want to clear out around this because bad people will be coming.
I'm no botanist, but I'm pretty sure he's rotating.
Oh, what's that? Oh, that was just a cosmetic critter that ran by, like a fox or something. All right, well, we got a chest. Again, we by default we have ground stuff turned off, and it's driving me crazy. I have no idea. Maybe it's Z? It's Z. I had hit Z at some point. That one's on me. That one's on me. So we're an hour in, and Zizarin has already finished the first act, probably. Because that was what he did in his practice. He did it in 50 minutes. Lesser Ward Rune. I don't even know what that is. Blacksmith Whetstone. Oh, Desert. Robust. How about Desert? Fire resist. Where are they coming? Where are they coming from? Excellent. I like goodies, and I cannot lie. ARPGs are very, very good delivery systems for low doses of brain chemicals. Ooh, I got some loot. The tickling of the I got something nifty part of your brain. Getting back into the rhythm a little bit. This is very much a rhythm build level. Oh, I must have picked it up. Where you need to get into the rhythm of shooting ice, freeze, immediately swap, hit him with the frag, back into ice. And you've got to manually swap between them. My single biggest complaint about PoE 2 is the size of the maps. For instance, I need to go into the Red Veil one here. Again, because of the mechanic I mentioned earlier, that maps will time out. So for me to be able to get back in here without having to worry about rediscovering the map for the Grellwood, I have to grab the waypoint. And it's bad design. The moment I find this side, where we have the exit to the Red Veil, the waypoint should unlock there. Because it takes me, 20 seconds, sometimes longer if there's a big load in, to go into one map and then back. Again, it's unnecessary friction. Friction has a place. And I think it's important for me to say that friction has a place. You can't have everything handed to you. But there's no reason for that to be a thing. So the size of the maps would be much less of an issue if that mechanic was in any way implemented or something like it. Twig helmet. I got some twigs around my head, guys. It's a look. I haven't used my other skill yet, so we will. It won't affect anyone, but I'll use it for the first time. Evidently my character thinks saying "you're dead" makes him sound, I don't know, tough or... What I liked about this build, and actually my first build for the last PoE 2 league I played, was also an ice build. It was the Ice Wolf build. Apparently Wolf is not thought of very well. I thought it was really, the general consensus was that it was not good, but it was good for me. But this was better. And the defensive value of an ice build in PoE 2 is not to be underestimated. I don't want that hammer. One thing I have noticed is items tend to drop directly under your mouse, which is a mixed bag. Too often I pick up things I don't want, but I can understand why they do that. That's not a friction problem. That's a user problem. I didn't see you there. I'm sorry. Here. He is, in fact, dead. So, I did have that right. Alright, we have done my standard bit, which is kind of going around to the outside to make sure I get all of the maps that are attached. Whoops! Alright, the checkpoint, this is for the sort of tree-like bossy dude, I believe. He'll pop up right there. Well, look, it's him. An overgrown woody? Well, that just sounds dirty.
No room.
No room. Well, we'll do a quick return to town. I am a very deliberate player, as those of you watching can tell. Also, I am trying to come back up to speed on WASD movement in an ARPG. It still always feels a little bit weird, shall we say.
Sorry, I was just elsewhere.
Ooh, a better twig helmet. We'll ID that one. $12 extra? Heck yes. We want that. I don't think the old formula of you can turn of vendor recipes is still in place, but I could be wrong. We'll hold on to this for now. We'll sell.
I've
Not
collected
for
these
very
over
much,
time.
but we'll sell.
What do you think? It's beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
I accept.
All the ladies tell me it's beautiful. Oh, you meant the thing I was selling you. Never mind. False alarm. Lesser ward rune armor. Maximum runic ward. Runic ward is a last line of protection absorbing fatal damage instead of your life. If you take damage that would cause your life to reach 0, while you have runic ward, it will drop to 1 life and your runic ward will take the remaining damage. You'll still die if you do not have enough runic ward to absorb the remaining damage. Runic ward does not protect against life loss that is not caused by taking damage. Constantly regenerates at default rate of 5% per second. Monsters can also have runic ward. While a monster has runic ward, it cannot be culled. Interesting. We are going to need a place just for the runes. All right, now we'll go back to where we just were because we got everything out of the inventory. Yes, we did. Well, we'll grab this because we can sell it. Give me a second. Hey, come on, you guys. You don't want to run away from the frost bomb, do you? I put it in there just for you. They're just not appreciative of everything I give them. It hurts my feeling. Ow. I didn't see you there.
Sure are a lot of mushrooms. Hope they ain't poisonous.
That's the combo that you want to see. You fire frost, they all freeze. You fire frag, they all explode. The Grim Tangle. The angle of the tangle.
No getting through here.
See? Needed to go in and grab that.
Anyway. Stop them in their tracks!
Indeed, stop them in their tracks. Oh, that's right. Ariadne's hut. Got a couple of potions out of there. Hi. Whoop. Do not. All right. I absolutely freaking hate
Kind of walked into that one, didn't I?
this foreground clutter that gets in the way of your camera. Man, you'd think they'd have learned from the complaints they'd got in PoE 1, but evidently that's too much to ask for. It's that's not even friction. That's beyond frustration. That's an intent to grief your players. If you can't see because these things are sticking up in the way. They actually said they were going to fix it in PoE 1. And they did some changes. And then we never heard about it again. So thanks for nothing. All right, where's the damn tree? There we are, finally.
Oh, boy, that's ominous.
Hi, Una.
What happened here? This shade. To relieve there is a battle when you will know how to fight. I'll wait.
Any
here.
kind of clutter. And one thing, actually, Guild Wars 2 has the same issue in that if you move in such a way that your camera would, bump into or be behind anything in the landscape, like a wall or anything like that, they move the camera forward instantly, but they don't move it back, and you have to manually move it back every time, and it just feels terrible. So let's see, we're there. Got that, we just got that, we got that, we got that. So next is Grim Tangle, and that'll open up the Red Veil. And the routes are impassable for now, so it's... Yeah, okay. Back to town. And in some cases, for instance, I've seen it in the Slothosaur fight since I've started raiding, where you immediately, as soon as you get into combat, your camera is pulled so close you can't make out anything. It's just a huge jumble of Slothosaur and the other player characters. And that's unnecessary. Don't make that initial start be in such a constricted area where that's what's going to happen. No, I'm not complaining. Of course I'm not complaining. Why would I complain? It's not a big deal. It's a small deal. And yet, still complaining. Yeah, well. Guilty as charged. All right. We have a medium life flask. That's good. We'll come over here and fill it up with life. What do you want from life? A baby's arm holding an apple, that's a really old music reference. Also a slightly vulgar one. Those are the disenchants and then the cell.
Don't make fun of my collection. I will treasure it.
And she will treasure that thing that I just gave her. Because she's a mite touched. She's a sweet girl. She's a mite touched. Another support gem. The next support gem we need, according to the build guide. Thank you, Pox. Concentrated area. Concentrated area. And that's going on to the frags. conch area on the frag rounds. Supported skills deal more area damage with less area of effect. I'm not smart enough. I need more smart. Okay, well, I need an int of 10. I do not have an int of 10. Well, we can try to get lucky on one of our other items. What do we have? And we have orbs here. We have Augs. We can try to get lucky and get an int there. I don't know if we can get an int on that. This is a complete crapshoot to see if we can get lucky and get int. There's probably a dozen affixes we could get, but it'll be int. See? It'll be int. So, that was my one called shot for the league. I wish I hadn't wasted it. But I did. Oops. But all you have to do is say what you want, and that guarantees that it will occur. Everyone knows that, right? The Grim Tangle? No. We're off to the Red Veil. So I hope you enjoyed the called shot. I did, but we won't be getting another.
Stop them in their tracks! Foil creature!
Good morning, if it is morning to you. Good afternoon from California. And good evening, I believe, if you're in Europe. So I try to be egalitarian and make sure I get everyone covered. Oh, hey! That's not friendly. Granted, I'm shooting them back, and that is not a particularly friendly response to their unfriendliness. Maybe I can just talk to them. Missed me. Foul screen. How about we give you a little frost bomb and we just
Who's next?
we just double murder you. We have an Iron Crown. We'd like this if this has int. If this doesn't have int, we're not going to like it as much. It doesn't have int. Do I want to lose the concentrated area? I think I kind of do, because those are really good stats. I don't know. I think we keep it, obviously. We don't keep those. Nice place they've got here. Killing time, eh? Ooh. Oh. Nope. Nope, not a fan. I need to be a little bit more aggressive in using my frost bomb. I got some rope cuffs. Oh my. That is a ding, as we who play computer games like to call it. Increased projectile damage, stun buildup, and strength and dex. Next, we'll be heading down here for still more projectile damage and a chance to chain. An additional time from terrain. Oh my god. Thought I'd killed you already. Ooh. All right. Another one of the new League mechanics. Clear out a little bit. Yeah, and that's why we want to clear out a little bit around. And we've got more out clearing to do.
This'll stop him.
It will stop them. Had it the whole way. No problem. At all. I'm just cool. That's it. Just cool. Spoiler, Lens is not cool. Yeah, he is not cool. Alright, monsters gain armored, increased stun threshold, and earthly prison. Uncut support gem, armor, scrap, or blacksmith's whetstones. Oh, we'll wait for that to go off. And, that's not great. Got it. No problem at all. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, deathless. GG. Superior lesser mana flask. Oh, yeah. It's superior, but it's lesser. Yeah. Nobody wants to use lesser. That's for babies. Do I look like a baby? Okay, well, I act like a baby. That's fair. But I don't really look like a baby. I don't think.
That must be what I'm looking for.
Bracing. A tattered robe. Is it better than the tattered robe I'm wearing? It has int. Slightly less energy shield, but it has int, which means I can swap this for that. It's just science, guys. It's that easy. Okay. Batches of mobs coming. Why aren't you dead? I thought you were dead already. Sometimes it can be so hard to get people to behave. That's a quest item. But we got an iron ring. Adding 1 to 4 physical damage is actually a kind of big deal. Yes, we know about the runes of power. God, I hate those hints. Oh, up there. Oh, up, all of them. Thank you. That's great. I really appreciate that. That last one was just out of spite. Actually, it wasn't out of spite. That was another one of those cases of me using my Marvel Heroes click to move instincts. A rusted chest. Wow. With, I believe the technical phrase for that would be fuck all in it. Sometimes you just need to shoot things more, you know? A lot of the world's problems could be solved if we were just shoot more of the right things. That's a little dark. Okay, that was unnecessary. They weren't going anywhere anyway. All right, we've got more waves of unpleasantness coming in. Yes, yes, your will persists. I'm sure it does. Oh, Scroll of Wisdom. thought you were dead.
Race already.
I can't cross there. Whoops. Hi. That's another level for me, because I'm awesome. Or something, you know. Possibly awesome. Maybe it's awful. Filled with awe, right? Yeah, awful. Black Runes of Power. Yeah, yeah, working on it. What? Why is that thing all so green? Why is that so green? I don't know why that's so green. We grabbed that, so have we grabbed that? Not yet, no. It's distractingly green for no evident reason. This way, I guess. Can't get around the... Watch out for that tree! Old guy cartoon reference. That would be George of the Jungle. George of the Jungle. Friend to you and me. Watch out for that tree. Alright, we need to find one more of the runes, and then summon the bad man, and then kill the bad man as is tradition. That's rather more than I strictly think is needed. Alright, here's the last of...
The last one.
The Obelisk of Rust. I think we get the big cheese now. Defeat the Rust King. Come on, show up, show up, show up, and... This is not a great place for this to be happening. A little bit too tight quarters, making that very uncomfortable.
I expected no less.
How much space we got? Of course. Well, we don't need that. The short bow is yellow, therefore it's worth more. Why are short bows 2x4s? Also, this entire Tetris bullshit should have left ARPGs 15 years ago. The gauze wraps might be better than what we've got, so we will grab those. Seriously, if you want to constrain inventory size, and that's perfectly reasonable friction choice, where you can't carry everything. Just make everything take up one fucking square, and than have a dozen squares or something. Anything's better than this shit. Also, the fact that they don't have, at least have an auto arrange or rearrange like Last Epoch does is really kind of, I hesitate to say insulting because players always say that about things in games that they don't like. But yeah, maybe. I'm going to AFK for just a sec, get myself some water. Just in case you're wondering, what are you doing, Lens? Oh, it's a non-stop gag fest around here. It's a laugh riot. I am riotously funny. Seriously. Don't you know? Let's see what we've got. Rope cuffs, maybe. That's the old ones. No, maybe. We want to get as much as we can for the yellow, so we want to ID that. Other evasion and energy shield. The ones we've got aren't bad. Oh, we've got enough. Let's go ahead. We'll spend 29 to maximum life is significantly better. Oh, look, we have to refill our well suddenly. We'll check the other ones too. I don't know, do we have access to Renly's
Area spikes, but I would ask.
ability to deconstruct stuff? No, not yet. Alright, so we need to hold on to those until
Runes, eh? Well,
we can get the socket stuff back out. All the rest of this just gets sold.
Renly's done a fine job.
He's done a fine job. Renly done a fine job. What a good smith he would be.
Stay safe.
Old guy music reference again. Those were going to the correct place, weren't they? Yes, they were. Our first Regal Shard. Runes are going here. Yeah. I guess we'll go vertical. We have an uncut skill gem of level 3. Let me check the build guide real quick. Yeah, Herald of Ice is a spirit. Requires spirit. So that one's not going to show up. We've got the Frost Bomb. Permafrost bolts to 3 then. Okay. We now go back to the tree. And we drive the spikes into the runic seal to let out the hooded one, who is actually... Oh, you'll have to stay tuned to find out. Of course, if you haven't played PoE 1, it won't matter. I think PoE 2 plays like 20 years, 15, 20 years after PoE 1. Meet Una back in Clearfell. And I have to speak to Renly. Speak to Renly, really? But I just spoke to him a minute ago.
I heard you're heading for the village. If you find a fight out there,
Oh, he's right. I need to find his tools.
The wound, only by a grim tangle.
Alright, travel to Ogham Village. Travel to the Grim Tangle. The Rune Seeker, yeah.
Bye.
So we're now heading off to the Grim Tangle. Val. Right, we'll summon Una. She'll now be able to clear out the roots and we can move on.
If the Fey spirits are still... The old magic still thrive.
Thanks, Una.
Eyes open. Please, hurry.
Bloody mushroom.
Makeshift crossbow. Nope, that's the same quality as the one we currently have. Oh, that's right, I forgot about those. I'm gonna need the gold sooner or later. I'm wealthy! Male Sabatons. The band? And then the winged hussars arrived. Yeah, that's right. The old man's a little cooler than you thought. Not much, but a little. What the heck was that? Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's... Jesus. Really not good. It's interesting that they have 2 batches of mobs you need to fight to get access to those things. There's the batch that protects it, and then the batch that comes out of it. Those creatures that drop those things, those heat-seeking, freaking electrical bomb mobs, they're just terrible. Our first charm. I know those of you who say I have no charm. Well, look, okay? I have 1 charm. And I know where to socket it yet. Oh yeah, we do have one. We'll go ahead and use that immediately. So I want to welcome all of you to your weekend. I certainly hope that your weekend is started, although that being someone who once upon a time worked Sunday through Thursday, I know that's not true for everyone. All right, cannot be shocked or chilled. Ooh, cannot be chilled. I think they can still be frozen, though. And all their damage can froth. Can frock and chill. Frost and chill. Shock and chill. Oh my god. Level 3. Bonus reward. Og. Alright, here we go. That last fight was the closest I've come to just outright dying so far. The league is young. Give me my loot. We'll go ahead and bop that straight into frag rounds. I think eventually we end up getting flash grenade. I'm not sure though. We may not. I don't recall. And the build may have changed. I mean, the skills will have changed. Oop. Jerk. Just comes running in at me like that. I mean, come on. You startled me, so I had to put you down. Didn't want to do it. Had to do it. Dead end. Well, there's a chest over there. We can open the chest. Wasn't worth it, but, you know. It's one of the things that took me years to get over. Was the FOMO in ARPGs. Of not clearing out every freaking map all the way 100%. Which was a habit I got into in Guild War. Or sorry, not in Guild Wars. In Diablo. It took me years to get over in PoE. I'm mostly over it now. But it was years in PoE before I realized, you know, you're wasting your time. 80% of your time, just move on to the next map because you're going to get loot there and the loot will be better. Not a lot, maybe, but it'll be better, so stop. And I managed to make that make sense to me. Not something I can always do. Oh, dead end. Thanks, that was helpful. Did you just freaking explode? Thank you. Not like I'm asking for too much. Alright, boss fight? I think. Yes, it is the boss fight. Where is he? Well, that's right, we do not want to get caught by that. Thank you very much. He's back over there. No, he's not. Ooh. Dicey. Get out. Fungus. It just had to be fungus. It's like saying, Shasta. It has to be Shasta. That's an old guy reference. I think Shasta still makes soft drinks. I'm not dead yet. I think I'll go for a walk. Oh, ooh.
Restrictions. Want to get thorough in here.
This is new stuff, presumably. One of them inscriptions ought to get Pharaoh in here. Okay. Presumably touching it will do. Touch the runestones. Oh.
Back to the grave.
Oh, we can't get through there. Pharaoh?
What's this then?
What's all this then?
These inscriptions. I've never laid eyes on them before. Give me a moment.
In other words, I have to defend him. No, maybe not.
Don't mean to alarm you, mate, but you're glowing.
The energy from the runestone seems to have moved on. What's more, I'm picking up others in the region. If we find more like this, then I might be able to pinpoint where the energy got to. Keep up the search.
Search the region for more runestones. Okay. Can we kill these guys now? We can. I do have to agree with my character about mushrooms. Why did it have to be fungi? Ugh. Disgusting. And we're out of the grim tangle. Search for the Count's grave. Pass the Memorial Gate. Travel to Ogham Village. Search the region for more rooms.
My family has been abducted! That bastard tyrant Praetor Draymond! He's taken my family hostage! They're being held somewhere beyond these gates. I sent for reinforcement.
I've taken orders from stranger.
Yeah, but I got paid for it. Back to town. Is there anything in here we might want to use? No. We need to hold on to that and that to be taken apart once we get the smithing tools for Renly.
Yes.
Disenchant those.
Please, take your time. Goodbye.
Another support gem. Do we have space for another support gem? Good question. Thank you, Lance. You're welcome. I think we do. Let me check again. Back to the build guide. Another elemental armament for fragmentation rounds. We can do that. Or magnified area. Well, let's see. According to that, elemental armaments, yeah. Yep. Elemental armament for frag rounds. Spore deals 20% more elemental damage. Fragmentation rounds doing elemental damage, though? It consumes freeze on hit. Versus frozen. Against frozen, it converts the physical to cold. That is why we want. That's the reason we want it. That was the equation. Survival overrides programming. Old guy TV reference. Let's check and see what Renly might have in the way of...
Anything take your fancy?
Wow, that really does take my fancy, but I don't have the monies for it. Wow. Physical damage, cold damage, and attack speed? I would need 900 gold. Well, 913 gold, to be exact. And there's no way I have anything that I can sell for that amount of money. Renly, why do you taunt me with such a nice item that I simply can't afford? So it wounds my soul.
Till next time.
All right, we're off to the cemetery of the Eternals.
I'll break you. Stop them in their tracks!
That's right. Stop them in their tracks. Good call, mate. That guy looked like he was frozen, but he was not frozen. Oh, we've already found the first mausoleum. Draven's dictum.
Our victory.
Yeah, Draven, it certainly is a dictum.
Israelites resist us. Let this
The mausoleum of the Praetor.
This place raises the ankles on the back of me neck. Ooh.
It raises the ackles on the back of me neck. Why, another level? How very nice. More projectile damage. But next up, projectile damage and the chance to chain an additional time from terrain. Basically bounce off terrain an additional time. These guys are really bad. You have to get behind them. Otherwise, they fire off a damagey thing at you every time you hit them. They're really annoying. Have a checkpoint. Let's see, where is it? There's something special here. There's the switch. Money! But it's still not going to be enough to buy that thing I wanted to get. Because we're at... That was like almost 200 gold, but we're still not close. We will see, however. I mean, maybe that might be a couple hundred. I'll go ahead and identify it. Allies deal increased damage, increased physical damage, attack fire damage. That's actually really, really good for a minion build. Level 6, that's really, really good. This is magical. Let's see if it gains an extra 0.15 charges per second. Sure, better than what we're using. So my expectation is I'll be playing this throughout the weekend.
Freeze! I'll break you.
That's what I mean about them being annoying. Because they're annoying. We have another ring. Increased mana. Cast speed. Not a good one for us, but it is better than nothing. So we will wear it. Because we're not too proud to wear something that's crappy. Rough Greaves, our first magical shoes. Extra armor. Fine. Take a little bit less damage from the things that actually do get to hit us. Which I think is cheating. That's much better. All right. That's better. Pardon me. Oh, it's another one of the rune thingies. All right, we have a rune thingy. Extra energy shield, trigger a stunning nova when the energy shield is depleted. Oh, that sounds like fun. Artificer's orb. Yes, we would like that. Let's go. Our first Regal Orb. Regals have always been sort of the unsung hero of crafting in PoE. They've certainly made them a lot more common to drop in PoE 2, which is a good thing, but PoE 1, there are a couple of things that need to be made a lot more common. Even though PoE 2 doesn't really have much in the way of crafting. And if you know what you're doing, and I don't, in PoE 1 you can craft pretty much anything with enough time and currency. Or the jump between low-level crafting and high-level crafting is enormous. And the simplest way to make things better for that are to increase regal drops and annulment drops. in PoE 1. As those are the parts you kind of need. To have in order to actually craft in reasonable ways in PoE 1. Ooh, nice spike. Ugh, again.
Close and personal.
Close and personal. I don't think they're bags of bones. They're just bones. No bag involved, as far as I can see. Just bones, man. Just bones. I want to check one thing really quick. Whoop. Oh my god. No, that's not what I wanted. Where's the fucking world now? You. Of course it is. It's you. Why wouldn't it be you? Rotten Riches. Okay. Tomb of the Consort. That's in hers. And we're in here, so we just need to find Draven. Just wanted to make sure that there wasn't anything else we're missing in here, so I can try to go find the boss man. Just try and find the boss. Ooh, my first strong box of the league. Guarded by 3 packs of monsters. Let's find out what they are. Oh, we just got to click there. That's right. Additional unique items. Ooh, a unique. Could be fun.
Time to bust this thing open.
Fire Quiver. That's for regular bows, I do believe. Not for crossbows.
Gotta stay quick on my feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's have a look then.
See? No. Fire damage. Attacks gain extra fire. More mana. Increase flammability, magnitude, projectiles pierce all ignite. That just seems really ridiculously fine. I'm gonna go back to town. Sell stuff, empty out the inventory. See how much maybe we can sell that thing for. Oh, we can't sell it because I haven't gotten a character, I don't think, available who can do the selling thing. Yeah. Let's see if the crossbow I wanted is still available so I can lust after it. Nope, it's gone. It's gone. That one's not bad. It's a lot cheaper.
If you find a bite out there, do bring it back.
Yes. I've collected these over time.
184, 1,000. I have enough for that other one, which is a significant increase if I'm going to sell those instead of breaking them down.
How's it doing? Here's what I've got.
No, that one. 21 to 43. More than doubling my damage. Worth.
How much that?
Yes. It makes fun of my collection.
Actually, I want to see exactly how much I need to buy it. It is 1376. 1376.
Hello. These are just some odds and ends of mine.
That thing's really good, but it's fine. It's fine. Really, it's fine.
It's beautiful.
Yes, yes, it is beautiful. And thank you for noticing. Oh, you mean the stuff I just sold you? Yeah, that too. Yes, that was a dick joke. No, we don't have those yet. Enough where we can chat tech. I don't remember if there is the old PoE recipe or vendor recipes. I do not yet have enough of anything to find out. Alright, this is another support gem, and the first support gem for the Frost Bomb is none. We have none listed. I guess we're not really using it for damage. So we'll hold on to that until we get Herald of Ice, which I think we get after we finish out the graveyard. I think. Occasionally. I try not to make a habit out of it, but... unique should go there. Why did it not go there when I tried to... There it goes. Black Gleam. Actually seems... For a starter, for a level 8 quiver, it's hard to imagine getting one better than that. A whole bunch of fire damage, extra fire damage, piercing, ignited, and flammability magnitude. That's just really freaking good. Alright, we're going to buy that.
Boy, anything take your fancy?
Yes, that does. You know it does.
One of my fight?
Of course it does.
Hello.
You silly lad. Alright, well, we could drop an orb on it, but we do not yet have any... Yeah, we only have resists available so far, so... But we have increased our damage by a chunky chunk. Back to the Mausoleum of the Praetor. So we got to find the Praetor and put him down. I'm going to put him down right now. Praetor, your fashion sense is really crap. That's going to hit him where he lives. We have a chest. Glowy, rare chest. Ah, the checkpoint. The Praetor awaits. And now I'm waiting for him, so I'm the Praetor awaiter.
Now, your soul will join my steeple of death.
Don't think so, dude.
Your soul. I will end your meaningless life.
This will stop him.
Got to run. Wow, that is so much better. That weapon, totally worth.
The Eternals never did know when to quit.
Totally worth. Made extraordinarily short work out of him. I feel completely broken up about that, can't you tell? We have our first amulet. Regen, very nice. With spell damage, worthless. Rarity, meh. Cast speed, are you kidding me? Couldn't have been much more, well, useless for me than it was. That's a level. My new crossbow is... And the funny thing is the other one that was available previously was significantly better. Mind you, I'm not complaining about the one I've got. It's awesome. Well worth the expenditure, for sure. All right, yeah, return to this. Yeah, we did that. Okay, next up. Now, the big one here isn't the 15% projectile, though that's nice, but that our shots can basically bounce once off of terrain things. Not sure where I go next. Whoops, let's find out. Next, we will be going where? We will be continuing down. Got it. So we'll be going down to here, up here, and then over here for two-handed weapon damage, attack speed, and other good things. So from here, projectile damage, we'll put int in, I think. And then probably strength, if we get dex. And then maybe dex there, and then we get increased damage, and then 40% increase is large.
This'll stop him.
So it's all good stuff. It's not incredibly big or sexy stuff, but it is good stuff. Iron Crown. Iron Crown Enterprises. They made, I believe, MERP, the Middle Earth role-playing game. All right, we're looking for the Tomb of the Consort, as we found the Tomb of the Praetor to be a non-raider. Oh, gosh. My witticisms are non-pareil. Which is also a name of a candy. Non-pareils. Checkpoint. The sorrowful memoriam, grieving epitaph, and we ignore those and we just open it for iron ring. Better than the lazuli ring. Lazuli. I know, lapis. How about that? We just call it lapis. No, nothing there. There it is, the Tomb of the Consort.
Let this be a testament for all time.
Yeah, testament, blah, blah,
The
blah.
Eternal Empire stakes claim over this land, both in life and death.
She's checking. Old Trove is also in, well as the consort herself. Makeshift crossbow. Ha ha! No longer is that. Would that be needed? But for me, I have a real crossbow. Does good things when I ask it to.
Stop them in their tracks!
How about? I would just like to once again sing out the. We want that for socket makings. Just a fat loot? Or possibly no loot? Turned out to be no loot. Also, full notes to the sound designer on this weapon set. It just... It always feels, the sound has a feel to it. It feels impactful and fun and cool. Just like years ago, they tried to change the sound of the shatter for frozen mobs in PoE 1, and everyone went crazy. It's like, why? That sound is perfect. And they were right. All right. Come on, Asinia.
Leave this place. Your soul is mine. No escape. To me, Draven.
Well, you don't see that every day. Laced boots. Probably better than what we've already got, but we have no way of swapping that in unless... Not happy. Alright, we put this in, we ID it, see if it's better. No, and we can't use it anyway. How about a different pair? That might have something. We actually don't want that just yet because there is something else we need to find in here. Again, it's one where I can't remember if it's important. I don't think so. I think it's just a loot box with nothing of significance. But because they include it on the map, you know, you get rewards for things that you don't specifically remember because there's so many things on the maps that aren't actually important. Stop. Fire at people. It's rude. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Have I mentioned about how incredibly bleeping stupid this kind of Tetris is? Because it's idiotic. That it's in any game, actually. Oh, I missed our thing. Oh my god, we're gonna run out of space to carry stuff, aren't we? All right, you go away. You go away. You go away. Monsters gain extra fire damage. Oh, right. Give me my stuff. Why are you not dead? Nothing there. Checkpoint. This is the last thing we were looking for. It's a chest.
This'll stop him. One deck. Who's next?
I would like to repeat once again my complaint about idiotic fucking inventory Tetris in every game ever. Thank you. Oh, this one's it's a 1 wide, it's a 1x4. Be a better game designer. That's all I can say. The inventory is occasionally annoying in Windrose, but you know what you're getting into. Things fit in a single slot. You drag them. They stack up. All right. Should actually see if any of these are better. Accuracy, armor and evasion, crit chance, regen. I think that one's better. We can't use that. 39 energy shield. I don't think that's better. We can't use that. We can't use that. Yeah, we just disenchant. We'll hold on to it. Yeah, we'll hold on to it. Ooh, we got another level. Didn't even notice. Oh, not that one. Or that one. Alright, the two key pieces we need to hold on to. Those two go in there. That goes in there. I missed one from Una.
Goodbye.
I think she digs me, you know? Alright, now we can at least find out if the old still works. Those are supports. Skills will go over here. It's another desert rune.
Yes. I've collected these over time. I will treasure it.
No, okay. The old ones do not work. The old ones do not work. Agam Village, Cemetery of the Eternals, Return of the Cemetery. Yeah, we're just to the returning of the cemetery bit. Oof.
You have the keys. Do my eyes again deceive me?
I do have the keys. Follow me, Lachlan.
It's open! Praise the first ones!
Yeah, praise him.
What is this? Great! I am David Isabel. Talker, Callum. The family of Count Lachlan of Ogden. My family! This doesn't make any sense. They're dead. Those bastard Eternals! I must make them pay!
Yep.
I must make them pay!
You'll notice he's 80% dead already. And he's 100% dead. Best purchase ever!
I never wanted a family.
To the hunting grounds.
I'm picking up another runestone nearby.
That's great. I will get back to you in about an hour and 20 minutes, as I need to go back to town. And we'll finish this up, and then I'm going to take a break until about, well, an hour and 20 minutes from now, 5 p.m. Pacific time, the usual stream time. And we'll be back at it again, having finished off Count Lachlan of Ogham, as soon as they decide to let us back in.
Welcome! If I don't got spirits in the eye, haven't got how do I explain? A little while back, see, will you pay them a visit? I go make a legend.
You found the...
I did found the ring. Have anything from Renly? No. But she's rezzing the stranger with the blue eyes. And by blue, I mean glowing blue.
I don't know how to ask. It's in my... Stay safe. If you...
How long?
This seed.
Yes.
So if we are to heal...
Identify my items. Thank you. Alright. Let me set this aside as well, as it has a socket. This That's a lot of numbers. And we will disenchant that
Sorry, I was just...
for Regal Shard. We got our first Exalted, I think, wasn't it? So, we have 3 prefixes already, which means we can only get a suffix on this if we want to exalt it. But we could get attack speed. So I am going to, because this is already so good, I'm going to be using it for a while. I'm going to throw the exalt on it and hope to get attack speed. The update so far, I'm not very far in. I've been playing for like 2.5 hours, and I'm slow. Gonna tame you some bosses. Yeah, I'm not playing that. I'm gonna let that stuff settle out. My first build, I always choose something safe. And so I'm playing what I played for the second build the last time. There was a new league, and that's Cold Mercenary with crossbow. But I purchased a very nice, I sold some stuff and purchased from the vendor from Renly a very nice crossbow that made the rest of the first bit here quite easy. And I'm about to hit, I did a called shot earlier, so I'm going to try again. I'm about to hit attack speed on this with an exalt. Here we go, attack speed. I'm a magician. I do requests now. I would like to thank my family, my friends, the viewers that have gifted me with the ability to call my shot twice in a row in one league. Granted, I should have saved them up instead of getting int on a helm and 5% attack speed on a crossbow. But regardless, the fact that I got the attack speed and the int when I called them, I'm going to keep making called shots until it fails. That's actually a really easy choice. I don't think I need any of those, but we'll hold on. For now. Drop this there. I do look forward to seeing how the boss taming thing goes. I know it's really attractive and sounds fun, but it also sounds iffy. It's one of those things where for them to get the balance right on that, that's a big ask. You know, to get the balance in such a way that it's not stupidly broken or utterly useless is tough to do. And so for my first build, I always choose something safe. In PoE 1, I can't tell you the number of times I played Sunder early on in my playing, and then later on Essence Drain Contagion, because they were always safe. But I am going to call it right now for this stream. I will be back in about an hour and 10 minutes for my evening session and more PoE 2, whatever the current expansion name is. As always, I want to thank you guys for hanging out very, very much. I will be back in an hour and 12 with the more of this. Other plans upcoming, just so you know. Probably playing this for Saturday and Sunday. Monday is my 7-year streamiversary. I'll be enjoying adult leisure beverages and playing Marvel Heroes. And I'll have to get back to Click to Move because I'm kind of used to WASD right now. Again. But again, guys, thank you for hanging out. Hopefully you will see me soon. I hope the rest of your Friday evening or Saturday goes great. And I insist that you have a weekend that kicks ass. Back in an hour and 15 or so. Take care and ciao for now. Bye, guys. Oh, the vodka's already in the freezer. Trust me. I'm not a Boy Scout, but I do believe in be prepared when there's alcohol